Hello. Cameron Burrell, HeavyEquipmentCapital.com. Happy Wednesday. Wanted to shoot a video and some up in regards to some updates that we have done or been working on here in the lab at HeavyEquipmentCapital.com. My name is Cameron Burrell. I am a business loan consultant, business funding agent. I am a small agency, a funder by the name of David Allen Capital, and we have been working on getting some funding and lending and some lead generation going. And we have developed just a little something here, HeavyEquipmentCapital.com, as you can see here on the screen, and just a lot of uh, to inform our uh, visitors of that they can apply for actual funding through the website, and we've got some other avenues in which we'll be deploying here in the next couple of days. Some landing pages, funnels, and things of that nature out on the internet to ask you to come around. And the primary goal is to, if you are in need of working capital, if you are in need of equipment financing, uh, though we are a niche market, heavy equipment, as you can kind of see on the screen here, excavators, trucks, semi trucks, heavy ag equipment, what have you, you can apply for that those pieces of equipment, that type of funding through heavyequipmentcapital.com. And basically, everything is still the same in regards to the requirements to apply for funding that I've been speaking on the last several on our videos in regards to the lender's requirements. And for this case, the lending, your application will come through our main partner, David Allen Capital. And that basic requirement is going to be that you are showing that you have at least 15,000 per month. We'll go ahead and get to the requirements page, qualifications page, and 4 months in business. Uh, be U.S. based. This is distinctively for U.S. based companies. Okay, personal credit score 500 plus, and the minimum of what your should be doing is roughly around at a minimum 1,000 per month for the past 3 months. Okay, and you can apply to David Allen Capital um, for that funding. You got everything set up here. Okay, and going over again the funding terms. Okay, up to 2 million. All right, this funding and the lenders that your application will be shopped out to. Okay, these lenders are revenue based lenders, and meaning based off of your monthly revenue. Okay, will what your offer will be. Now, at the current moment, the process is still a little manual. Okay, you're going to have to upload your 3 months of past bank statements, voided check, driver's license. Okay, and that's just to get your pre-approval going. Okay, there will be only a soft pull on your credit. Okay, not a hard pull. Okay, then once the underwriters get your information in and go over everything, then at that point, okay, if a soft offer is made, you agree to it. Okay, then the credit would be pulled. Okay, only at that time. So there's no hard credit inquiry. Okay, in the very beginning. But going back to the requirements, you can get up to 2 million based off of your monthly revenue. All right, you're looking at 1 to 2 times of your monthly revenue. So, not a rocket science. Pretty much, you're doing, 200,000 a month, 300,000 a month, 100,000 a month, 50,000 a month, so forth and so on. Okay, you're looking at 1 to 2 times of that monthly revenue is of potentially being offered to you. Now, again, that is prior to you know you moving forward in the process, and your credit has not been pulled. Okay, but once you pulled, if your offer is let's just say 300,000, and you are hanging around at 650 or 700, and don't quote me on that score, but you got a good chance of getting that or possibly more. However, you know, uh, if you say that your credit is hanging around a 700, and it comes out to be that you got a 580, well, then naturally, just like at the car dealership or applying for a mortgage loan, that amount is going to be adjusted to fit your current credit situation based off of your credit situation. Okay. To so you can afford those payments. All right. Um, I'll get back into the requirements again. Right now, with David Allen Capital, as far as we know as an agency, talking to the big bosses on this past Monday, which would have been January 24th, 2022. It's still, as it shows here, your repayment amounts are still going to linger around that 1.19 or 1.49 times your monthly revenue. Okay, so example, receive 60,000, pay back 72,000, or up to 89.5. Okay, and that's the low end and the high end. All right, business checking account, business checking account associated with an EIN from the IRS. Your online banking is set up. Online banking is set up. Okay. 4 months in business. This says 20,000 per month monthly sales. Actual through the website. When you get to the application process, it will be 15,000. Okay, that number is 15,000. 500 plus FICO score. Okay, now that's on the low end. If you're higher than that, you'll definitely get a sweeter deal. All right, possibly more money, but let's just keep it real. If your credit, once your credit is pulled, okay, that's going to determine whether or not you get that 3 or 4 or 500,000. It stays at that 3, 4, or 5, or goes up. Or if you are offered 3, 4, or 5, and your credit is pulled, and then you're on the lower end of the 500, okay, or 580, 600, whatever the case may be. The underwriters will get into all that. That offer will naturally go down. There's pretty much nothing different here in the lending space than it is with you're trying to get a car loan or you're trying to get a house loan. Okay, the rules still apply. The lenders still have their requirements. Okay. Minimal non-sufficient funds, no more than 5 NSFs or negative days in the last 3 months. And if you do have a current loan out with another lender, that information will come up. That information will come up during the background. Okay. And if you have, if there's any evidence or indication that you've got a current loan out already, all right, naturally that's going to play a determining whether you keep that $300,000 offer, or that $300,000 offer shrinks down to 150. Okay, as an example. All right, just want to be transparent. Want to put out the just fluid information, truthful information about how this is going to go. This is no different from you walking into the car dealership you walking into or applying online for a mortgage loan, and having a mortgage loan officer getting back with you to discuss what they actually found out when they ran your credit and what have you. This is no different. Okay, but if you are in the market for, okay, uh, we are with our experience. We've been small business owners, okay, dealing in the farming space and in the trucking space. And if this was, pieces of equipment that I've owned, okay, had access to during while in trucking, and, farming, and just being exposed to the construction industry as a whole. You are a excavator contractor, okay. Uh, you're in the trucking space. You're in the farming space. You still need semi trucks to haul your equipment, okay, trailers, things of that nature. Any heavy equipment, okay. There's a gazillion pieces of equipment, and it doesn't have to be super heavy. Okay, it's just that's our experience, that's our forte, that's our niche. Okay, if you're in those categories, you can be in industrial, okay, oil and gas, okay. It doesn't matter. All right, agricultural, you're in the construction space, and you're in the trucking space, and you got to have equipment to move other pieces of equipment from job site to job site, what have you, to for your operation. Take a look. Come visit us, heavyequipmentcapital.com. Okay, you can apply for that funding right here, Johnny on the spot. Okay, uh, through our partner, David Allen Capital. All right, basically, you just click the button, and you'll go to the David Allen Capital webpage. Okay, you can't see that here, but it will take you there. All right, and that's where you can do your application. All right, you just scroll up under business capital. Okay, go to business capital and take it from there. All right, online application. It will walk you through the steps of what all you need. Okay, and to apply online. All right, simple process. I would just have, excuse me, I would just have a copy or the most recent 3 months copies that you printed off from your bank of the three previous months. Okay, so today is, you're in the end of January, so you want to have December, November, and October readily available. Okay, at this time, you would have to scan those in. Okay, documentation, voided check, and driver's license. Okay, so you just want to have that information readily available when you get ready to do that. And the process to streamline and update that is on the way. I think we should have a faster upload process that you can just submit from your computer uh, and into the system right there on the spot during the application process. Things like that take time, take money, but just got a word from the founder of the company, Mr. David Rutz, that that technology is in the works, it's in the pipeline, and it's coming down. But as of now, go ahead and have that information readily available so you can submit, and you should be hearing back from them, if not the same day, definitely within 24 hours of your submission. Okay. But at any rate, just wanted to introduce uh, heavyequipmentcapital.com and what you need to know to get going ahead of time to apply for that heavy equipment that you're seeking for your construction business, your farming operation, your trucking operation, your industrial operation, whatever it is. Okay, you can get that funding through David Allen Capital. All right, we are a partner with David Allen Capital, and we're making it quite simple for you to go ahead and submit your online application up from 25,000 to 2 million. All right, 25,000 to 2 million. Okay. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. And if you got any questions, just reach out to us on our contact page, info at heavyequipmentcapital.com. Follow us on Facebook at heavyequipment.com, heavyequipmentcapital.com. All right, thanks and have a great day.